Hello everyone, this is the Captain Swan podcast number 33. I'm Serena, save you're out on Tumblr. We are back from our little pause and I'm here with a few people that are going to introduce themselves. And I forgot to tell you in which order to go, but it's the same as always.
As always, Michelle.
Yes, because the letters are still in that order, they didn't change. So it's Mike.
I was gonna say
Mike?
make us first.
Right, me.
Yes,
Right.
it's you.
Hey, I was making fun of Michelle and it was me. Fine. Okay, hi, I'm Mai. I'm Killian the Hero on Tumblr.
Hi, I'm Michelle, and I'm to the end of the world or time on Tumblr.
Me already? Okay. I'm Will, and I am Ginny Jinx Rita on Tumblr.
Okay, so we always do this. Anyway,
You love us anyway, Serena.
I just got back from vacation from the land of no internet, so I don't know anything that happened in these 2 weeks, and almost nothing. But they tell me a bunch of stuff happened. There were.
Do we have questions first?
We do. We start with the questions. We have a lot actually.
Uh-oh.
So the first is actually I don't remember if I asked this question last time, but we have a question from Anonymous, which they want to know how do you guys feel about the first Captain Swan date?
Oh my god.
You know?
Do you even feel anything about it? Do you have any feelings about this?
I have a
It's a
feeling
good
that
feeling.
the fucking asshole is going to interrupt it, and you all know who the fucking asshole is.
I've been saying from the very beginning that they were going to get interrupted. There's no way they're going to be able to have a normal dating life in Storybrooke. It's just not going to happen.
Well, he's gonna get punched, and I'm gonna laugh.
Okay, so those are the spoilers I missed. So, do you guys want to talk about what we know about the date for me and for our listeners who maybe haven't been following?
We should talk about episode 3 first because
Okay, so
that happened first.
Let's go in order.
Our spies on the set that night.
Yes.
Apparently, earlier that day, Hook had filmed a scene with Elsa, and then during the night shoot that night, there was a scene with Hook and Emma where Emma storms out of Granny's and Hook chases after her, and people heard him say, "I'm sorry, I should have listened to you," and various other sundry things. And then he kisses her.
Or something
Kisses
like that.
her in the middle of the street in front of Granny's. He kisses her, which is the important part. As far as we know, this is the first time.
It went on for a long time. It went on.
Yeah, they timed it. The people who were there timed it and said it was about 10 seconds.
Yeah, I don't think that was improv like the hug.
No, because they did it. They said they did it about 20 times, and there were a couple times that they did it with the green screen. So there may or may not be something magical going on when he kisses her.
And of course we assume that that's gonna lead to bam wham saying you ma'am. There was a theory that Emma magically transports them to the bathroom.
Yeah, that she poofs them somewhere.
Bathroom.
But I don't know if she's ready for poofing people.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Poofing a mug of hot chocolate is one thing. Poofing two people in the throes of making out is something else.
I'm Dare to Dream, Michelle. Dare to Dream.
I know. There's been so many fan fictions written along those lines already.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so episode 3 is the one where we'll find out what Emma's problem is, the one
Yeah, it's
Yes. And
it's
it's
like
Emma-centric, apparently.
yeah, Emma-centric,
Yay.
and we get a kiss, just like we got a kiss in the form.
Yeah, and the
When we
Hook-centric one in season
centric.
3.
Okay, what are your latest theories about Emma's problem?
I still
Magic.
think it has to do. I still think it has to do with her magic, especially if there's
Yeah.
something magical going on when he kisses her. Personally, I think that they had some sort of disagreement about Elsa, but Emma's using the Elsa thing as an excuse to like push him away or whatever, and so he chases after her and just lays one on her after they have some sort of intense discussion, proving to her that he doesn't care about whatever it is she's afraid of, and that because they're going out on a date in the very next episode, so whatever it is not like, relationship ending or anything.
Might not be something that she can really share with him, so she talks with Elsa about it, if it's magic related. She's not going to talk to Regina.
Oh god, no.
No, I think no. No.
And they did mention we were gonna get an Elsa Emma friendship, so
Yeah.
I'm really happy with that. Okay.
The Hook is a friend, Colin says.
Yes.
He's a special friend.
Same, not the same. Okay.
Oh, he's a man.
Special friend.
Don't you forget it.
No, I
love
don't
that
think
man.
after Emma sees Hook in his normal people clothes, that she's going to forget that he is a man.
Well, you girls certainly don't.
Speaking of which, episode 4 seems to be the premiere of Hook's new clothes.
Bam, chicka, bam, wow.
Basically, he's got like skinny jeans type thing. We're unsure if they're jeans or leather pants or whatever they are.
Black, glossy pants.
But they show off his posterior very well. And then there's a blue collared button-down shirt with a waistcoat over top of it, and then a custom-made black leather jacket that looks very good. And even bigger spoiler.
2 hands.
2 hands. He has 2 hands for some reason.
But is it gonna last?
No,
The 2 hands thing?
we don't know if it's gonna last, but we know they're not hiding the fact that he has 2 hands, and that it really is 2 hands, not.
But
Right.
they are hiding Emma's dress.
Dress.
That's it.
Yeah,
They're weird.
It's so
Okay,
hard.
so basically what happened was one night Colin shot with Bobby in Rumpelstiltskin's car, and they seemed to be having some sort of discussion. People couldn't really hear what it was, but it was clear that Colin was using both hands. And then the other scene they shot with Colin that night was him punching Will Scarlet when Will Scarlet was trying to break into the library. So the theory now is, knowing that Will Scarlet shot with Emma and Hook on the date, is that Will interrupts their date, so Killian, drunk and upset at their date getting interrupted, punches Will Scarlet in the face, because the next day Colin was shooting with Bobby again down at the docks, and his left
He had
hand
bloody
was
knuckles.
his knuckles were all bloody.
And
But why is Will Scarlet trying to get into the library? Like,
we
what
don't
is
know.
going on
We don't
with
know.
that?
We don't know.
That's
haven't
But
Really?
but speaking of Will Scarlet, they did say that for those people who did not watch Once Upon a Time in Wonderland, they were going to explain why he was there and what happened to Anna and all that stuff. So we'll find out.
Yes. And we'll lynch them if they killed Anna.
Oh God, please don't have killed Anna.
No,
I don't
If
think
they
so.
kill my Anna or they do anything, I will lynch them.
I mean,
I don't care.
if Will's like on some sort of mission or whatever and leaving Anna to rule Wonderland until he can get back, then that's cool.
Yeah.
Just don't
That's
let her
cool.
be dead.
We accept that.
makes sense.
Especially because all the thing that they went through, and it's like, seriously, they've gone through a lot of shit through what most couples go in 3 seasons. They went in 10 episodes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And I really love them together, so they better stay together.
Yeah, and there's a lot of theories around um Colin and Bobby working together. I have one, which is because regarding to what we know about the episode, we know the bug crashes. Because yes, Serena, the bug crashes.
Yes, the bug
That's
does
We
crash.
know.
terrible. Does it
Emma,
survive?
We don't know. We just know it crashes.
yeah,
I think it's
apparently Emma hits a patch of ice in the middle of the street and does a 360 in the bug, but we don't know if the bug survives.
Yeah, and we know that episode Henry is working at shop, and that there's a rumble and
And
Killian.
the yeah, and the original the dark one before Rumple is in the flashback presumably.
Yeah, and there's a rumble killing confrontation. So, like I said when the news came out, that since he from the video of the him getting into the car, he doesn't look. Everyone's like, "Oh my God, he's the blackmailer," but I don't think so. He looks like he's confronting Rumple, like Rumple knows something that, and either Emma or Henry got hurt because he looks really pissed, but
Mm-hmm.
he storms out, and then he storms out like Rumple told him he couldn't help, and he storms out. And
Yeah.
then we have the scene the next episode where he's sleeping on a bench with a knife.
Well, the knife part was unclear. People couldn't
Okay,
really see, but there were bandages for sure. People saw those.
bandages, a knife, and Bobby is like standing over him. And
Oh, it would totally be a Rumple thing to taunt him about whatever it is that caused him to pass out drunk on that bench.
yes,
with
and
a
everyone,
broom.
and I think that's the scene that kind of kills the whole blackmailer theory because it looks like like Bobby is in control. Like, and if
Yeah.
he were being blackmailed, he wouldn't be in control. So
So do we think that maybe it's Will Scarlet that blackmails Rumple or someone else?
Oh,
I
that's
think
an interesting thought. Especially if he's trying to
it
break
makes
into the
sense.
library.
It makes sense.
Because, I mean, the library is Belle's domain, and she's Rumple's weak spot.
It's perfect.
And so episode 4 seems to be a Rumple flashback, but there's also gonna be a lot of Hook. So do you guys think that we'll get an Hook centric in episode 5 like last season? Or will episode
All we have,
I just
all we
think
have
it's
on
gonna-
episode 5, yeah, all we have right now is the title, Breaking Glass.
And I'm pretty sure it's gonna have makeup sex.
Because they
I'm
break
gonna say
something in the.
Okay, selfishly, I am torn on the whole sexy times because that episode is scheduled to air on my birthday, October 26th. Do you know where I will be?
yes, who knows?
I will be in Disney World.
Yes, Disney, and I hate you for it. Shut up,
So-
okay?
So I'll like, be watching it on my phone in my room.
But yeah, it makes sense. Come on.
I don't know, I don't think
They
that
fight. They fight in episode 4, and then they make up in episode 5 in sexy times. Ma'am, ma'am, thank you, ma'am. And they met in episode 5. They kissed in episode 5. Have sex in episode 5. Come on, Adam and Ellie love their parallels.
I mean, something big should happen in episode 5 to keep up the tradition. That makes sense. I don't know if they'll have sex or something else, but
And it is approximately halfway through the half season, so there's got to be some kind of turning point right around that episode.
Yeah, this is assuming that Emma isn't too busy running after Elizabeth Mitchell's character.
Oh yes, we saw her finally in costume.
why is
I was
she
right.
wearing that in Storybook? Like, does she want to be found out? I'm guessing
I
I
she
think
does.
she already has
I
been.
think they were doing the promo shoots. I think when she was wearing the dress, they were wearing the
You know
promo
what?
shoots.
And I was thinking about that because there was also a bit with Colin and Georgina that same day where they were doing promo shoots, and he was like coming out of the rabbit hole or something, but he was in his
Yeah.
pirate costume, and I think that was a promo and not part of the actual episode, because there was earlier that day Lana was with Jen,
And
one of Granny's, and she was in her Evil Queen outfit, and Jen was in her standard savior jacket, and I think that was a
Princess
promo too.
Girls. Princess Girls.
Yeah, and Ginny and Josh were on set too, doing promo stuff in their fairy tale clothes.
But wasn't she also running after someone in an alley with her gun?
Yeah.
She was
Yes.
running over, but we don't know if Elizabeth Mitchell was in character. I mean, in the full getup. We don't know she was running
But
after
we
Elizabeth Mitchell.
we must point out that Elizabeth Mitchell, her costume at the neck, there was a big giant snowflake.
Mm-hmm.
So this should tell you who she is.
I
Ding,
mean,
ding, 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 ding.
last season there was the big emerald thing that Selena had. This time there's a big snowflake. They're not really like trying to hide it.
Yeah, I mean, basically, I think it's like this, that, you know, Anna and Elsa and Kristoff, as much as we love them, that they're just kind of a front for the real. They're kind of like a smokescreen for the real villain,
Oh, yes.
because
And
they don't want to
um,
screw with the movie too much, so they can't like make Elsa evil or anything, and they've already said they're not going to do that. So, I mean, I think that Elizabeth Mitchell is like related to them or has some sort of beef with them or whatever. But the real trouble is going to be from Elizabeth Mitchell, who owns the ice cream shop. She owns the ice cream shop. I said that.
Yeah, she did.
She's shady.
Let me
But-
say it.
But what does she want? Does she just want revenge? Does she want to? I don't know. Do you guys have any theories on that?
I do not know.
No, that's something I'm completely blank.
I got
Yeah.
nothing.
Nothing.
I mean, it was pretty obvious pretty early that Selena wanted the kid for something. But this time we have no idea, because, you know, these people aren't related to our people. For once,
I
they're
know you.
completely unrelated.
And there was a spoiler
That's
about
a relief.
that there were no family connections.
Yes.
Yeah. They said
And
that
that
Elsa
made, and that
wouldn't be
made the fandom
anybody's
really
sister.
happy in general. Like, that made the fandom, like, scream out in joy in general.
Yes.
But that doesn't
there's
mean that
a-
there won't be some history between
Oh,
some
yeah.
There's a
characters.
theory that Killian is from Arendelle because he's doing all, because we've seen Elsa, well, I mean, we've seen Georgina film mainly with Colin.
Which is weird,
Yeah.
because she's supposed to
But
be
that-
forming a friendship with Emma.
Well, Emma has a job to do, so I guess he's got to play royal escort for a
He
day.
gets the role of babysitter.
He still has, he's the eternal babysitter.
I'm telling you, they should just make him a deputy.
Mm-hmm.
But he could also relate to her wanting to find her sister because, well, he lost his brother, and, well, they might also feel responsible for bringing her because I assume at this point they figured it out where she came from and how she got there.
Yeah.
I mean, Emma isn't
And
sheriff for nothing.
And not only that, but Killian did spend 300 years trying to get revenge on Rumpelstiltskin, and I'm pretty sure Elsa is not going to be a happy person
Nope.
when she realizes that Rumpel is in Storybrooke and that he's happy when she was locked in an urn for an indefinite amount of time.
Yeah.
Ding, ding,
So
ding.
being pissed at Rumpel is something that Killian understands.
And
Yeah.
most of the town.
Do you guys think it was Rumpel that did it to Elsa, or since we are getting a flashback to the original Dark One, could it be the original Dark One?
I
That
think it
would
was
be a
Rumpel.
twist.
Because the
That would
dark
be
That's his
Dark-
vault.
the dark one before Rumpel was at the mercy of some other king or something. When Rumpel
Yeah,
found him
so.
and begged him to end his curse or whatever. So I don't know what that guy would want with Elsa.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that Elizabeth Mitchell's character was, I'm just going to call her Shady Ice Cream Lady.
Can
And
say them. Mm-hmm.
and he was trying to capture Shady Ice Cream Lady, but he trapped Elsa instead by mistake. But she's still pissed at him anyway.
Or that the Snow Queen set up Elsa to get trapped in her place.
Also
Yeah,
true.
that-
Possible.
Okay, so are there any other spoilers you want to share?
We
Or
got something from Kristoff. We got a quote from Scott Michael Foster about Kristoff.
What was
okay.
it? That he's living in the castle?
Well, it says it's from the spoiler chat. It says everyone's excited to see Elsa from Once Upon a Time, but I'm more excited to meet Kristoff. Now that Scott Michael Foster is playing him, is he gonna be exactly like the movie version? And then it's like, who better to answer your question then? Oh, what? Oh, you ask Kristoff himself. And then here's a quote from Scott. I would say that I definitely put a little bit of my own take on it because the writing is different. Foster told me of his portrayal of the Disney character. It's not the original Frozen story. It's just different. I brought what I thought was right to it, and I don't know if it's exactly like the original character. I would say that I definitely bring a little something else to it. I hope people will enjoy it.
Well, that's okay because presumably this is several years later
Yeah.
after the movie. So, I mean, if he's been living in the castle for a while, then, he'd be a little different than he is in the movie.
Plus, it's Scott. Everyone knows that Scott's amazing. We're
So,
gonna
yeah.
we're gonna
I mean,
get
they're not going to, turn him into an axe murderer or anything.
Yeah, but okay, we're probably gonna get like a mix between Cappy and Kristoff. But I'm fine with that. It's gonna be a weird mix of Cappy and Kristoff, but I'm gonna be really happy with that.
That'd be great. But let's see. There was Will and Hook are not going to get along.
Yeah,
At least not at
obviously.
first.
Shocker. Is Hook going to get along with anyone this season? It doesn't
Emma?
get along with Rumpel.
Oh, and I don't know if we
Charming.
mentioned this, that Snow and Charming are going to be very supportive of Emma's relationship with Hook.
Yay!
That's going to be important.
Yes,
I
that
don't
was
know. I
good
mean,
to read.
Charming, sure, but Snow, I'll believe it when I see it.
That's what Eddie said. I don't know.
But hey, sure, I remember he does have a friend. His name is Charming. Come on, we know the bros.
I mean, they're bros, but he's also like doing his daughter, so I don't know. I don't know if
Well, no, that
friendship-
was something else that Eddie said. He said that Charming's gonna like be supportive, but he also will probably give Hook the this is my daughter speech.
That's right.
And come on.
That's it, right.
Charming most of all knows what the length Hook will go to. So
Well, yeah, he was there.
exactly. And he
But
said
that
that the
doesn't-
parents would be stupid not to.
But that doesn't mean he's not gonna take the opportunity to needle his
No.
friend.
He's totally gonna get to take the opportunity, but that's what friends do.
I mean, it's a weird relationship that your daughter is dating somebody who's simultaneously the same age and older than you.
And your best friend.
It's weird. This show is weird.
Hey,
I mean, seriously, we're talking about an OTP where it's Captain Hook and the daughter of Snow White.
yes. Classic.
This is why I love this show.
Damn right.
Okay, do you guys want to hear the other questions we have?
Well,
Sure.
probably, yeah. They're good, yeah.
Okay, we have one question from I Ship Captain Swan for Life, who says, with all the spoiler pictures and videos coming out regarding Hook, Emma, the date, the new clothes, Hook sleeping on the bench, Hook chasing after Emma when she leaves Granny's, Hook's new hand and what Rumple may or might not have to do with it. Let's all please calm down and wait until the episode airs. We don't know if the date is before or after he wakes up on the bench. So again, please just wait until the episode airs. It's fun to speculate, but let's not assume the worst based on a few videos and pictures. I assume the worst because I know Adam Haddy and I know they are
And
the
because she's
worst.
a pessimist.
Yes, but I also know Adam Haddy and they are the worst and I expect the worst from them and I'm usually right.
Well, at the end of the day, whatever does or does not happen on the date, it's not going to be a permanent relationship ender. I mean, the whole season 4 synopsis says, can they commit to each other and can they take their love to the next level? I mean, they can't take their love to the next level if they don't commit to each other. So just
Exactly.
one
Yeah.
bad date is not going to ruin everything. It's gonna
And they
maybe
mentioned
Stop being such a
it's
pessimist, sir.
it's a speed bump. They'll get over it and they'll move on.
Ding,
Yeah.
ding, ding.
they also mentioned Emma being in a stable relationship, and I'm assuming that's not with her new brother.
Yeah, I mean, Killian's not gonna go
Yeah,
anywhere
that's just wrong.
based on one bad date. I mean, he's fought too long and he's waited too long for her to just give
It's
up.
a story to tell their grandchildren. It's gonna be fun.
Exactly.
Exactly. And you know what?
Be more if you want to worry about a couple genuinely breaking up and being seriously angsty that way, then you need to worry about Rumbell.
Oh, yes.
Oh boy. Oh, he's
And
in
I'm
trouble.
saying, I really, really hope her anger lasts more than one episode. Come on. I
Yes,
don't care if I don't need it to last the entire season. I just need 2 episodes. Just let me add 2 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I
I'm glad Belle might be getting her own episode just to tell her a bit of her backstory, because she really needs that. She's great on her own, really. But when she's being hey, my husband is wonderful, you all suck,
Mm.
it's too much sometimes. But she's great
Yep.
as her own character.
Okay, we have another question from Captain by Captain.
Oh,
So after all these spoilers, it looks like the Captain Swan date is in episode 4. So do you think, I'm looking at you, Michelle, we'll get
Uh-oh.
the Frickle Frackle in episode 5? This chick knows your interests. Because
I
it is
thought I was
episode
the only
5 after all. Love you guys. Thank you for helping me through the long hiatus.
Hey.
This
Okay.
person knows your interests, Michelle. So what do you
Hey, I
think
thought she
about
was the
her?
meta person. I thought I was the dirty one. Come on, people. I'm
You've
supposed
been
to I'm the dirty
replaced.
one.
I don't know, May. It might be all the fan fiction I write.
2.
Anyway, right now, I don't know. I really don't. I mean, if they follow the pattern, then yeah, that would be the next big milestone. That would be an episode 5 worthy milestone. They met in 205. Their first kiss was in 305. The Frickle Frack might be in 405. But at this point, we don't have enough information to really make a coherent guess.
Yeah, and I don't think they'd film a scene like that outside, so we'll get no spoilers whatsoever.
Yeah, and they've been filming
They
this
could do
episode
it
for
outside. Why not? In the nature, they could do it outside. I'm sorry. Let's be open.
Let's all note that Michelle is not the one who said that.
Yeah,
I'm
come on.
just saying to be
They can be
open-minded.
exhibitionists. It's a new thing. Them being exhibitionists.
I don't want their first time to be up against the wall at Granny's.
Oh.
No.
But I think it is interesting that this Killian Hand situation is most likely going to be before there's any frickle frack.
Okay, let's talk about the hand. Do you guys think it's gonna keep the hand? Because I don't like it, and I actually think that it's gonna lose it again. Because I don't know.
Well, there is he did have a machete. Somebody saw him with a
That he tries to take it off again.
yeah, that there's something wrong with it, and so he tries to cut it off. But since it's reattached with magic, he can't, and it's going to cause angst. I don't think in the long run he's going to keep it, but I think it's an important story to do in the short term.
When that hand tries to fill up snow, they find out there's something wrong with it. It's a compelling storyline.
And you know what?
Serena.
I would not, if Rumple is indeed the one to reattach it, I would not put it past Rumple to do something to it because he's a petty asshole, especially when it comes to Hook. And they did say that Hook and Rumple's history was going to rear its ugly head once again. And I can't imagine that Rumple is going to be happy about Killian Jones being the potential stepdad to his grandson.
Nope. And
None of his business.
Like, look.
When does Rumple worry about things that are not his business?
I am not for the hand, and I am not against the hand. I am for Killian's choice. If Killian wants the hand back, I'm happy with the hand. If Killian does not want the hand back, I'm happy with no hand.
And if he decides, if he gets it back and something goes haywire and he wants it gone again, I'm okay with that too.
Yeah, honestly. Like, I'm pro Killian's choice.
And if Emma wants to put her hands on him, well, we're all for that too.
And I was bothering Julia when the spoiler came out. I'm watching you. Okay, sorry, my sister was getting
because there's no way that he's gonna get it back without consequences. It's just not gonna happen.
Yeah,
in episode 4 randomly when it's even a Rumple centric, so it's not even a Hook centric, he's gonna get it back for good. I don't think so.
Yeah, no.
I think that Henry's going to find the hand. I do think Henry's gonna be the one that finds the hand. Because it ironically is the episode where he is working at the shop. He's gonna find the hand and like, why is mom's boyfriend's hand in my grandmother's shop?
Yeah.
Because Grandpa is creepy.
and I think it's gonna play a role in Killian's identity crisis that now that he doesn't have his ship and he's not really officially a pirate anymore, where does he fit in this town and what's his place and all this stuff. And he wants to be a guy he thinks Emma deserves, and quite possibly part of that, maybe he thinks that she wants him to have it back, or maybe she doesn't. I mean, we don't know. But I think it's going to play into his identity crisis that he's going to be dealing with.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Getting back to
I really want them to have sex with when he has both hands.
Yeah, speaking about that, getting back to the whoop-de-doo.
Without hand, it's gonna be more creative. So I don't.
No, yes, but I'm saying the first time
you have to be more creative. You have to be more creative when he's only got one hand.
Yeah, but it would be more meaningful for him to have two hands when the first time. The other ones he can use the hook exactly.
I don't know. I don't see how it's more meaningful with two hands.
There's a lot more you can do with two hands than one. Come on.
But we're assuming
doesn't really matter.
No, we're assuming that something happens when they kiss in episode 3, so it makes me wonder what would happen if they actually, well...
Bear
maybe that's what
Well,
maybe that's what the title of the episode is. They do the Frickle Frack and Emma breaks every single pane of glass in town with her magic.
I know. Yeah, and Snow and Charming are like, wait, what? We were just having tacos.
Oh my goodness.
So would it be
Wow.
at Emma's new place? Because I don't think they'd get away with it at Snow and Charming's.
Or
No,
at
it's not
Granny's.
I mean,
Snow
I
and Charming should get a taste of their own medicine and get to see
Oh,
them.
I need them to walk in on them at some point.
yeah,
Just because.
and be like, okay, we're gonna make tacos, and Killian being like, what? Tacos? What?
Yeah,
Are
he'll be
you
super
hungry?
confused.
and and Charming will be glaring at him and be like, "Bitch, that's my daughter, you bitch."
And Snow would be
That's
all
not
like,
how it works.
"Oh, my baby's growing up so fast."
Oh
She
god.
had a son, Snow.
Okay, we have another question from Once Girl 87. What do you think is going on between Emma and Killian in the spoiler we got when Killian is chasing after Emma outside of Granny's? What do you think happens in the episode that makes Emma walk out of Granny's?
I think they have a discussion, and he's like, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Forgive me, kissy, kissy."
Yeah, I think that she asked him to not to do something specific, and he being a pirate and his heart being in the right place, he did the opposite of what she said. And he's like, yeah, I should have listened to you. I'm very, very sorry.
And that's something to
yes.
do with Elsa.
Yeah, presumably.
Because I think Emma sees something in Elsa, like the unpredictability of her powers that reminds her of herself and maybe of someone she hurt, maybe as a child.
Yes, please.
So she wants, she wants Killian to stay away because she's afraid that he's gonna get hurt too.
Yeah, and when he
But
doesn't
he
listen to
doesn't.
her, she just uses it as an excuse to try and walk away. And he's just like, nope, we're not doing this. You're not walking away from me.
I'm
We're
gonna
gonna talk
kiss ya.
about this.
I'm gonna kiss ya.
Okay, and the last question from my ship Captain Fun for Life. What do you think of the new outfit? I like it. As also, who is going to hold on to Mai when we see the date and the kiss? Who is going to hold on to you? I don't know, Mai.
What?
You have some. She wants to know who is going to hold on to you when we see the date and the kiss, because apparently you have a reputation for needing someone to hold on to you. Do you think this is a reputation that's been earned? Do you think you overreact to stuff sometimes?
What? We ever react to stuff? Never. Yes, I am gonna need people to hold me probably. Because
I
I'm
think we're all
gonna die.
getting someone to hold us.
Nice.
But you're always so calm.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I'm so calm.
Just don't faint, or if you do faint, have smelling salts nearby.
Try
If I
try
didn't
to
faint in the
watch it.
finale, if I didn't faint in the finale, I lost my voice for 30 minutes. That's true. But and that's actually true. For those that don't believe me, that's actually true.
Okay, try to watch the episode on a couch, not on a chair that you can fall out of.
I always watch it on top of my bed. So
Okay, that's good. So you can faint on the bed, and that's not gonna like break your head.
no, it won't involve fainting. It will probably involve me going front and going like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, and losing my voice and becoming a really, really high pitched sound. And yes, when you think about it, like my voice is already high pitched, you did not know how high pitched my voice got during the finale. Like, I was literally like, oh my god!
Like
I cannot even make it. I cannot.
only dogs could hear you. It was so
Yes,
that
yes. Lexi was laughing because I kept sending her messages because I couldn't do words and I couldn't form words. It was really high pitched and I couldn't form words. So I used to use the WhatsApp voice message thing, and it was just me like saying like oh my god, oh my god, and she was and it was her laughing at me. So yes.
You should do a live reaction.
you should film yourself while you watch
Oh, God.
the new.
We all should.
I don't know if you guys are ready for that. I did that for the 100 finale, and it was like, yes, look at me getting more and more drunk as the night passes. I got really drunk in that finale. Okay, I got tipsy. Okay.
And guys, this is only episode 3, episode 4, episode 5. I mean, we've still got, like most of the season to go, and we're already getting all this stuff.
Seriously.
Season 4 is going to be awesome, y'all.
Yeah, and Michelle and I was talking about this before in the podcast. Well, Maleficent is coming back in 3B.
Yes.
And Maleficent is the original owner of a certain sleeping curse. So, my theory, and I'm gonna state it from this point on, since the season hasn't even started, is that there's going to be a sleeping curse in 3B and it's gonna be Killian. Damn right.
We have been saying that it's gonna get cursed with the sleeping curse like for 3 seasons now.
Yes,
That-
but now we got something a little more concrete that's gonna be Maleficent. Come on.
Well, third
So
time's a
makes
charm.
sense. It makes sense, okay?
we're just gonna say it's gonna be cursed until someday we have to be right, like
One
of the
day we're gonna be right.
averages.
Come on. There was Charmings not to do it. Like the
I
only
mean-
Charmings that haven't fallen into the sleeping curse are Emma and Hook. And Emma's the main character, so it's gonna be Hook. Yeah.
So
And-
sleeping curse, not the frozen heart.
No, I think the Frozen Heart's gonna be somebody else.
Yeah.
But
Or the
but
glass
see,
in the eye.
but the thing that makes me think that the season ending curse breakage, whatever it is Emma and Hook, is the fact that they're supposed to take their love to the next level. Well, the next level is true love via true love's kiss.
Well,
so-
actually, the next level is sex, but the next level after sex is true love's kiss. Everything.
Well, it's
Come on, they
a
had
more
their
modern version.
weird, and they had their weird half true love's kiss in Kansas. And I watched it again. I watched it again this week because I watched all the CS scenes again. And then there is a pulse. Like, it is a kind of weathered
there's
down
defi-
true love's
There's
kiss.
definitely some kind of magic thing going on there. But I
Yeah.
think they're deliberately saving the actual curse-breaking true love's kiss for later.
And I'm gonna think that's gonna be the season 4 finale. Yep.
Yeah, I think it is too. I mean, that's the perfect time to do it
understand.
because that's when Emma broke the curse with Henry, when she true love kissed Henry.
Mm.
And Hook and Henry are heavily paralleled, as we all know.
Yes. Course. We know, like, okay, last season, we all knew it, but we got confirmation that they were a couple. This season, we're gonna get the true love's kiss. Like, there's no way we're not gonna get the true love's kiss. And I have said, yes.
Okay, so last message from Lady Ariel 2. She just says, loving the podcast. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And those are all
welcome.
the message. you, Those are all the messages. I have a few that are about Tallahassee, but I'm gonna read them next time. So yeah, those are all. Do you guys have anything else to say?
I'm thinking. We.
Well, especially if we have any new listeners that have come on since the season 3 finale, rate and review us on iTunes, everybody.
Oh yes, come on, come on, guys.
And
Rate,
maybe
review,
we'll read your
reblog us.
reviews on the air.
Yes, we will.
I can't read them because
Oh, but
they
I
only
can read.
appear on the US
I can.
store.
And Michelle
I
can.
can. I
And
can.
Michelle can.
I read
can.
them.
Michelle can. Elisa can. So,
Okay, I'm the only one.
we're saying it. We're saying it. Okay. From this point on, every review that gets sent from this point on, not the ones before. From this point on, every review that gets sent on iTunes, we're gonna read on the podcast. And
Okay, but
So-
what if they insult us? What if it's
we're
not a nice
still gonna
review?
read it. We're still gonna read it.
I don't want to read it if it's not nice. Ma is gonna read it. I'm not. I'm gonna cry.
Serena, okay. I'm telling you, you're too much of a pessimist.
Only positive reviews.
Yeah, I
Okay,
just.
we're going to, for Serena's sake, we're gonna read positive reviews. There.
Yes, so please send them.
My can read the negative ones. I'm just gonna like stick my fingers in my ears and not listen. Otherwise, I'm gonna cry. I'm very sensitive. It's true.
Yes. Rate and review us on iTunes and reblog our posts when you want to.
Yeah, post this on your Twitter or your Facebook or whatever it is
Yeah,
that you.
And we have we actually do have a Twitter. Serena's going to tell us what our Twitter is right now.
It's the same Twitter I use for FSM and Hook. It's only Captain Swan.
Exactly. You can send us messages there too as well.
Yeah, you can send messages or questions there too. And when I remember to, I even tweet about the podcast there. But I usually forget.
Yes. And there's also our individual Twitters. You can tweet us at our Twitters or other Tumblrs.
Okay, so do we have anything else to say about? We have those commentaries to talk about from the DVDs or Blu-rays, but we can talk about them next week maybe.
Okay,
it'll be interesting.
I mean, this week, not next week. This
Yeah,
week, on Sunday, when we record the Tallahassee podcast.
Yes, especially since Tallahassee is like the unofficial start. That would be appropriate.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I just
When it all
wanna.
began.
Okay, I just wanna give a shout out, and because I am awesome with it that way, to all the people, to all the idiots I love over at Storybook Live. Yes, I love you, idiots. Yes, there.
Okay, so I
Idiots
assume
is a
that
pet name.
And yes, well, people who know me, right, Michelle, I call my people I love idiots all the time. Right?
Okay, that's nice. I remember if you were ever calling me an idiot.
I have right there. All the people I love over at Storybook Live. There, you happy?
Okay, I'm happy. Yeah, I am. So I think this podcast is over because we are starting to be a little silly. Because we have been so serious up until now. Anyway, if you guys don't have any last comments, I think we can end it here.
Yes.
Okay. So thank you everyone for listening. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.